In import-export business, it could be the case that both the parties, the seller and the buyer, don't know each other very well. And so there's going to be an issue, trust issue, and sometimes this, in fact, most of the time, this is going to come out regarding issues to do with payment and quality of the goods. Anyway, let's talk about payment. So this is where letters of credits come in. This payment method is only applicable in transactions where the parties involved have expressly agreed to it. In this video is what we're going to look at, what letters of credits are and how they work. Now, before you go further with the video, at some point, in fact now, you can do me a favor and give this video one of those thumbs up. The reason is because it will help with the YouTube algorithms, okay? Plus, it's a small channel, so, those are the things that help the channel to grow. These, and of course, sharing the video with someone whom you think they can use the video. So let's start by talking about what exactly is a letter of credit. A letter of credit is a promise from a bank written on a legal document to another bank to serve as a guarantee for payments made to a specified person under specified conditions if those conditions are met. Okay, so how does that work? So let's talk about how that works. And here's how that works, okay? Let's say you are the buyer in this case. And so what you're going to do is you're going to instruct your bank, the issuing bank, that is the bank in your country, to open a credit with the bank in the seller's country, that is the advising bank, in favor of the seller, specifying the documents which the seller has to deliver to the bank if they wish to receive finance. So the instructions that you'll have your bank give the other bank will also contain when the credit is going to expire. So if the seller gives the correct documents to the bank, then the advising bank pays the seller the purchase price or accept his bill of exchange drawn on it, or negotiates a bill of exchange which is drawn on the buyer. At this point, I just want to point out that a letter of credit is not the same as a sale of goods agreement, or in fact, it's not the same as a sale of goods contract. If you're having a problem with sale of goods contract, there's a link in the video description that will take you to one of my summarized courses on the same, sale of goods contract. So check it out, and then you can learn more about those contracts. But a letter of credit, it's simply an agreement between the seller and the buyer regarding things that the seller has to do before the buyer's bank, in this case, can pay that particular seller. So let's move on. As a buyer, you should provide all the required information for the bank to issue the letter of credit. Things like the name, address of the seller or the beneficiary, the amount, when and how the goods will be shipped, destination of shipment, etc. You have to understand that when it comes to letters of credits, the interpretation is going to be very literal, This is one of those black and white affairs. So if you make a mistake, any form of mistake in that agreement, then that's it. The bank is just going to interpret it the way it is, and the seller is not going to be paid. So you have to pay attention to details, because with this kind of agreements, details do matter. So the seller's ability to receive payment in letter of credit will depend on whether they meet the requirements stipulated in the agreement. So the point is, if you're in a situation where you don't trust the seller, well, it's not so much that you don't trust them, it's just that you're trying to mitigate your losses, you're trying to manage contractual risks. So you could use this one. You could just say, here's the thing, supply those things and take something like proof that you've shipped the goods to this bank, and then the bank will pay you. So that is, in short, what letters of credit tend to do. If you have any question, do let me know. I'm Moses from Zerite Network, and I'll see you in the next video.